I made $175,000 in 2 weeks at 20 years old. I'm about to show you exactly what I did, how I did it, and how you can replicate the exact same thing. So the first business that I started when I was in my late teens, early 20s was a real estate business where we were wholesaling real estate. Now, if you're new to this channel, what wholesaling real estate is when you find a property that's beat up that needs fixing and you find then a buyer that wants to buy that asset. In the middle of that is called an assignment fee. So if I went out and I found a property worth $200,000 after it was fixed up and I knew it needed about $50,000 of work, I could go to the seller and start negotiating. Now let's say a buyer wants to pay $125,000 and I can get it at $100,000. I can make a $25,000 assignment fee. So that's the concept I'm talking about in this video. So that's the vehicle in which I did this deal. Now I'm going to tell you about the actual deal itself. So I'm from Seattle, Washington, and this deal was in a part of Seattle called Sammamish. It's a suburb, about a 30-minute drive outside of Seattle. In Sammamish, like most of Seattle, you have $1 million plus properties. And the first thing is you want to do big assignment fees like I'm talking about in this video. You need markets with high property prices. It's very hard to do a $150,000, $175,000, $200,000 assignment fee deal if the homes are only worth $400,000. So the first thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is choosing the right market. So the way I did this deal is I went and I found a list of people who own properties but don't live in them. These are called absentee homeowners. So they own a property. It could be a renter living in that property, or the property could be vacant, which is the best case. And in this case, it was vacant. And you can also pull vacant lists, so confirmed USPS vacant properties. I pulled both of these lists from propstream.com. That's the first thing I did, because usually that signals some kind of distress. They might have a bad tenant, or it might be vacant and the asset might need to be sold. The next thing I did is I got phone numbers for those people using easybuttonskiptrace.com. And that gave me phone numbers and emails for everyone on that list. The next thing we did is we started doing outbound marketing. So cold calling. We were cold calling this guy. We were texting this guy. We were doing anything we could do to get in contact with everyone on this list. And we had gotten a text back. Not only did he own a property he didn't live in, but he was also on another list that we pulled called the divorce list. We stacked them on top of each other using a software like reisif.com. So now we can see someone that owns an asset that has multiple layers of distress. And that's your job if you want to do assignment fees like this. You find multiple reasons that people want to sell. He's going through a divorce and had a beat up house he didn't want anymore. So we went out and we saw this house in person. Again, this was 5 years ago. I was 20 years old. And he texted us back same day. We went out to his house and he told us, he walked up, he shook our hands and said, "I love to see young guys making money." And on the spot, he signed a contract for $425,000. We sold that house for $600,000 and then we closed in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, we created a deal and we got paid $175,000 assignment fee net to us, like profit on that deal. And we've done hundreds and hundreds of these deals before and after this point, and we've really mastered the blueprint of finding these. So to summarize, the first thing you're going to do is, again, focus on markets that have higher price points. So choosing a market like LA, like San Diego, like Seattle, the asset prices are higher. The next thing you're going to do is target people who have situational distress. For us, that's absentee out of state list, a vacant list, and a divorce list in this case. The next thing we did is went and skip traced this list using easybuttonskiptrace.com to get phone numbers and emails. And then we cold called and texted those people. And 2 weeks later, we had a check for $175,000. If you're new to this channel and want to learn the ABCs about doing assignment fee deals like this, building a real estate business and everything else I teach, make sure to subscribe to my channel and keep following along as more videos come out about new ways and better ways to find these deals and make a ton of money in real estate. No matter your age, no matter your college degree, it's a business that works. And if you can learn how to find deals, you can guarantee yourself income forever.